Ever feel like you're stuck in a cycle, grabbing the same snack, scrolling through the same apps, or putting off the same tasks, even though you know it's not good for you? What if I told you that breaking those habits isn't just about willpower, but about hacking your brain? In the next few minutes, I'm going to share 15 simple but powerful tricks, based on science, that can help you take back control. These easy hacks can rewire your brain, stop those bad habits from taking over, and help you build better ones. Imagine a future where you're not controlled by these routines anymore. Sounds great, right? Stick around, because these tips could change the way you think, literally. Let's dive in. Breaking bad habits can be one of the most challenging tasks we face in life. Whether it's smoking, overeating, procrastinating, or scrolling endlessly through social media, many of us find ourselves stuck in loops that we know aren't good for us. However, neuroscience and psychology offer powerful insights into how we can rewire our brains to break free from these patterns. The key lies in understanding that habits are essentially neural pathways reinforced by repeated behavior. By learning how to interrupt these patterns and replace them with healthier actions, you can regain control over your life. Here are 15 scientifically backed ways to hack your brain and break bad habits. 1. Identify triggers and cues. Habits are often tied to specific triggers, whether emotional, situational, or environmental. These are the cues that make you reach for a cigarette, snack, or smartphone without even thinking. One of the first steps to breaking a habit is identifying the triggers that cause the behavior. Ask yourself, when, where, and why do I engage in this habit? Is it stress, boredom, or social situations? For example, if you smoke after meals, that's your cue. Recognizing the trigger gives you the power to break the automatic response. Write down your habit loop to become more aware of it. Awareness disrupts the autopilot nature of bad habits and brings the process to the conscious mind. 2. Use mindfulness. Mindfulness, being fully present and aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings, can be a powerful tool in breaking bad habits. Instead of reacting impulsively, mindfulness teaches you to pause and assess the urge to engage in harmful behavior. In one study, mindfulness was shown to help smokers reduce their cravings and quit more effectively than traditional methods. The next time you feel the urge to indulge in a bad habit, practice mindfulness by taking deep breaths and tuning into your current emotions and sensations. Set aside 5 minutes daily for mindfulness meditation to train your brain to slow down impulsive reactions. Gradually, you'll be able to bring this awareness into everyday situations where bad habits arise. 3. Implement the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is a simple, yet highly effective technique for building new habits and breaking bad ones. The rule is, if a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. On the flip side, if you're trying to avoid a bad habit, stop engaging in it after just 2 minutes. This works by minimizing friction and easing the brain into or out of a habit. For instance, if you want to stop binge-watching shows, start by turning off the TV after 2 minutes. Small, gradual changes allow your brain to adapt without feeling overwhelmed. Use a timer or an app to limit your time on unproductive habits to just 2 minutes. Slowly, you can reduce or phase out these behaviors. 4. Change your environment. Your environment plays a major role in reinforcing habits, good or bad. By changing your physical surroundings, you can disrupt the environmental cues that trigger undesirable behaviors. For instance, if you tend to snack mindlessly in front of the TV, rearrange your living space so that it's less conducive to snacking. Or, if you're trying to break the habit of procrastination, move your workspace away from distractions like your phone or the TV. Restructure your environment to remove temptations. Simple changes, like placing healthy snacks on the counter or setting up a distraction-free zone, signal to your brain that it's time for new habits. 5. Visualize success. Visualization is a powerful mental technique where you imagine yourself succeeding in breaking your habit. When you visualize yourself completing a workout, resisting a cigarette, or eating healthy food, you prime your brain to behave accordingly. Studies show that mental imagery can create the same neural pathways as actual experience, helping your brain prepare for real-life success. By repeatedly visualizing yourself overcoming a bad habit, you reinforce the positive behavior and weaken the old pattern. Dedicate a few minutes daily to mentally rehearse the steps you'll take to break your habit. The more vivid and detailed the visualization, the stronger the neural rewiring. 6. Use habit stacking. Habit stacking is a method where you tie a new habit to an existing one. This technique leverages the brain's tendency to follow familiar routines, making it easier to insert new, healthy behaviors. For example, if you want to start meditating in the morning but struggle to remember, you can stack it onto an existing routine, like brushing your teeth. The trigger of brushing your teeth then cues your brain to meditate afterward. Choose a positive habit you already do daily and attach a new, healthier habit to it. Over time, both behaviors will become automatic. 7. Leverage implementation intentions. Implementation intentions are if-then plans that link a specific situation with a desired action. For instance, you can set an implementation intention like, if I feel the urge to snack between meals, then I will drink a glass of water instead. This technique works by preparing your brain for the situations that trigger bad habits and giving it a pre-planned response. Research has shown that implementation intentions can significantly improve self-regulation and help individuals achieve their goals. Write down 3 if-then scenarios for situations that trigger your bad habit, and keep them in places you'll easily see, e.g., your phone or workspace. 8. Use negative visualization. While positive visualization is crucial, negative visualization can also be effective in breaking bad habits. Negative visualization involves imagining the worst possible outcome of continuing your bad habit. This technique taps into your brain's natural aversion to pain and discomfort. For instance, if you struggle with overeating, visualize the long-term consequences, poor health, lower energy levels, or how you might feel about yourself. The discomfort from this negative image motivates you to avoid the behavior. Spend a few moments reflecting on the negative consequences of your bad habit. Let your brain associate the habit with discomfort and loss rather than pleasure. 9. Practice delayed gratification. Bad habits are often the result of seeking immediate gratification. Whether it's the pleasure of junk food, the rush from social media likes, or the relief of procrastination, our brains crave short-term rewards. Training your brain to delay gratification can help you break the cycle. Studies suggest that when you practice delaying gratification, waiting a few minutes before indulging, you weaken the brain's impulse to seek instant rewards. Whenever you feel the urge to engage in a bad habit, count to 100 or wait 5 minutes before acting. Gradually, you'll build resilience against instant gratification. 10. Create a reward system. Your brain loves rewards, and habits are largely driven by the expectation of pleasure. If you create a reward system for breaking your habit, your brain becomes more motivated to stick to the new behavior. For example, if you avoid checking your phone for an entire hour, reward yourself with a small treat, a 10-minute break, or something that brings you joy. This trains your brain to associate the new habit with positive reinforcement. Set up a points or token system for every time you successfully resist a bad habit. Redeem these points for rewards that make you happy and align with your goals. 11. Use social accountability. Humans are inherently social creatures, and our behaviors are heavily influenced by the people around us. Using social accountability, telling friends, family, or an online community about your goal, can motivate you to stay on track. Research shows that when we know others are watching or will check in on our progress, we're more likely to adhere to positive behaviors. Join a group or recruit an accountability partner who will support your journey. Publicly announce your goal on social media or enlist a friend to hold you accountable. The pressure of social expectations activates brain circuits related to motivation. 12. Reframe your mindset with I don't instead of I can't. The words we use have a profound impact on our behavior. When you say I can't do something, your brain perceives it as a restriction or a loss, triggering a desire to rebel. In contrast, saying I don't frames the decision as one of empowerment and self-control. For instance, instead of thinking, I can't eat dessert, say, I don't eat dessert. This subtle shift empowers your brain to view the behavior as a choice, making it easier to stick to your new habit. Consciously replace I can't with I don't when referring to your bad habit. This reinforces your sense of control and strengthens your commitment. 13. Use a habit tracking app. Tracking your progress gives your brain a sense of accomplishment and motivation to continue. Several habit tracking apps allow you to monitor your daily behaviors, visualize your success, and stay on track. The mere act of tracking reinforces the new habit in your brain and encourages consistency. Studies show that self-monitoring significantly improves success rates and behavior change. Choose an app like Habitica or Streaks to log your progress daily. Over time, your brain will begin to crave the satisfaction of checking off each successful day. 14. Practice self-compassion. Breaking bad habits is hard, and setbacks are part of the process. Instead of beating yourself up for mistakes, practice self-compassion. Research suggests that people who treat themselves kindly after a failure are more likely to succeed in long-term habit change. When you slip up, acknowledge the mistake without judgment and remind yourself that change takes time. This positive approach helps keep your brain focused on progress, not punishment. When you falter, write down 3 things you've done well so far. This shifts your focus from the mistake to the progress you've made, keeping your brain motivated. 15. Use behavioral substitution. Instead of simply trying to stop a bad habit, replace it with a healthier behavior. Your brain is more likely to accept a change if it has a substitute that offers a similar reward. For example, if you're trying to quit smoking, you might replace it with chewing gum or going for a walk. By substituting one behavior for another, you give your brain a new routine while satisfying the craving for reward. Identify the specific need your bad habit fulfills and find a healthier alternative. For instance, if stress triggers your bad habit, substitute it with a calming activity like meditation or exercise. Finally, breaking bad habits is not a matter of willpower alone, it's about hacking your brain to rewire its pathways. Each of the 15 techniques outlined here taps into different mechanisms of brain function, from altering your environment and changing your mindset to using accountability and reward systems. By consistently applying these strategies, you'll gradually weaken the neural pathways tied to bad habits and strengthen new, healthier ones. With patience and persistence, you can transform your behaviors, improve your well-being, and reclaim control over your life. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.